Yeah.
Chloe!
Yep. Chat testing. Sweet. Hey, what's up, guys? I am back. It's Clint Baker right here. Double Clint Baker, looks like. I am back, and we are here to do a little pregame show for the Book of Boba, which is super exciting. Man, if you guys are in the chat, be sure to say hello. All right, but I'm not alone, guys. That's right, I'm not alone. I've got my good friend. My good friend Dustin is in the house. But before we do that, I want to check this out. Boom! Look at this graphic. Holy smokes. We're going to be talking about Book of Boba Fett, what we think's going to happen, what we don't think's going to happen, what we hope's going to happen, who we hope we see, who shows up. It's going to be an amazing pregame, and it's a good time. And, we didn't have band practice tonight, so what else are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? So let's get Dustin in here. Holy smokes, Dustin. How you doing, my friend?
Hello there.
Hello. Oh, yeah, getting you centered there. Woohoo!
Looking good.
Yes, sir. Holy smokes, man. This is exciting.
I've been excited the whole time.
Man, yeah, and you just got here. I've been doing this all day. We got
You know, I'm in the Han position, you're in the Chewie position.
yeah, that's
the way it should be.
Hey, I don't know about
Never
that.
tell me the odds, kid.
Woo. Let's see what we got going on out here. Well, it looks like we only got 2 in the chat, so I posted on all my Twitters and all my Facebooks and all that, hoping we can get some action.
I just got an Instagram handle.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you like that?
What's your handle?
I'm not telling.
Oh snap!
I'll probably be canceled before it ever gets off the ground anyway.
By the end of the night.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome. Well, let's see here. Get you fixed up. I just had a gummy saver, guys. Bear with me. But yeah, man, it's an exciting show tonight. We're going to jump right into it. Before we do that, guys, if you could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And I'm talking to people on the replay because there's only 2 people in the house right now. But hopefully,
who art thou?
Who knows?
People in the house.
Shoot, I might even be one of them. You know?
Oh, right on. It might be you and me.
I might be both of them. It might be my. It might be my YouTube and my whatever. So anyway, let's get
Sweet.
Let's get on with it and start working on some questions here.
The 2 saddest people, me and me.
Me. Well, let's see here. Bam. What did you think of Book of Boba so far, guys, in the chat? Did you like the flashbacks? Were you expecting the new adventures of Boba? Dustin, what did you think of Book of Boba Fett so far? How did you feel about all this?
You and I have talked offline a lot about it, and it would seem like I'm like poo-pooing it or something, but I've absolutely loved the ride. I think it was like the best thing they could have done to go back and tell a little bit of the, between where he shows up on the edge of the cliff, looking down on the Mandalorian and what's his name? Timothy Oliphant's character.
Cobb Zant.
Cobb Zant, yeah.
Yeah.
Who names these guys? They've gotten better with names.
It's
decidedly better. The names, each new name is a better name.
Talk to me. I'm going to do a quick sound check, Dustin.
Check. Well, I thought it was like genius to like tell it sort of not to get all schlocky, but kind of Tarantino like.
Keep talking there.
And also keeping that thread of the spaghetti western. And I have seen online, because I'm as dorky as the next guy that likes Star Wars, that a lot of people are complaining that he's talking a lot, or that, this isn't like Boba Fett. I'm actually relieved that they've actually created a character out of that so little time on screen. And I may be a little bit different than most people. I liked Boba Fett, but I wasn't like, oh my God, who's this Boba Fett guy? I was always like, hey, look, there's Boba Fett. Anyway, and not to be, just contrary about it, but he was a cool character. Yeah. But he just seemed like kind of the guy that's like, not until and I am also in the minority, but when they told Jango Fett's story, it made Boba Fett way more interesting. In the time, I would like to see even a Boba Fett as a kid. I don't know how many. Oh, there's probably a lot of really deep fans out there that know that Darth Tyrannus took Boba Fett actually under his wing, and he was kind of, training him and putting some knowledge down on him until it became more convenient to try to eliminate him. And when he tried to do that, Boba Fett escaped and went on. That's when he became, went into that track of being a bounty hunter. Right. But there's like an adolescent Boba Fett story out there that would be interesting to know as well.
And I want to hear it. I want to hear all the Boba Fett stories.
Man. Maybe the Bad Batch can throw a sweet ass flashback in there. Or something
Sill's in the house. Sill says, "Hey yo, Sill, how you doing, man?" Sill's my buddy.
Oh, cool.
If you ever watch his show, he has some really good sounding voiceover little snippets on
right
there.
On. I'm into that.
With Sill Abdul. Yeah, it's really good.
Cool, man.
Yeah, but man,
yeah, so I thought it was great. I thought they mined a story where there was not a story, and I like him talking. I like that actor. I like his banter between him and Fennec Shan. They could go any way they want to go with it.
Did you say his bantha?
No. See, that's another thing. If there hadn't been Book of Boba Fett and him talking so much, you would never have like a bantha, like meme, which is sweet. Did you see the meme where it's like Boba Fett as what's his name? The bounty hunter guy you like a lot.
Cad Bane,
where it's Boba Fett's face on just blue and Cad Bane's, and he's like a bantha.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, dude, it's great.
Dude,
that's the best meme.
I like this show. Like the people were kind of complaining about it, but I've been talking about it on Versus with Curtis.
Yeah.
And I was talking about it on small screen too, but it was like what people fail to remember is that people were like, what happened the whole time? Oh, he popped up out of, what happened those 5 years? And then they gave you that information.
Right.
And now you're like, and I think people thought it was going to be the new adventures of Boba Fett, where he's going to go out and like, do some crazy stuff.
There's going to be like a buddy cop movie, Boba Fett.
Yeah, it's like, no, dude. Right. You wanted to know where he's been. You wanted to know who rescued him. How did he survive for 5 years? And they told you all that. And then they tied it back into the fabric that is this universe that they're filling out, which is super cool, which is going to get tied into Ahsoka. It's going to be tied into Cassian Andor, which just got approved for a second season, and the show hasn't even started yet.
See, sweet. I love that actor.
And there's 12 episodes per season, so that's going to be like a lot of good stuff. But yeah, so I was just like, I was super satisfied with this. I was like, cool, we got to see what happened, and then and now all of a sudden it's gonna come full circle, and all the new characters that other characters that they introduce, now all of a sudden they're gonna put a big bow on this tonight, and we're gonna get to see this in a few hours. I'm super stoked.
You know what's crazy? I don't want to toot your horn too much or rub your rhubarb, but you called it so many times during the series with him being, totally taken in with the Tusken Raiders, and they're probably gonna have his back and everything. You've been saying over and over and over again.
Thanks for the props, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I know that hurt you.
No, man.
I know. Now, that would hurt Curtis to do. He'd be like, "Oh man, Clint got it right."
I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's why we call it Versus.
I think you guys
versus Curtis, Baker versus Baker.
I wish somebody that could animate would do like one of those pitch meeting things with you and Curtis, with your eyes really big, and where you guys are talking in high squeaky voices to each other. That'd be sweet, like the Versus pitch meeting. I think we should talk more about Patrick Swayze this time. What if Patrick Swayze was in the Han Solo?
Yeah, well,
I love you, Curtis. I'm sorry I missed your birthday.
We love you, Curtis. And anybody else in the chat? We got 2 right now watching. So Anybody, be sure to comment like our buddy Sil.
I only think they missed once. They only missed once in the series, and I will reserve that till we get to it. I'm sure we will get to it.
Oh, we'll definitely get to it. Let's get to the next question I got up here, which is boom. Some Boba fans are mad at that Mando, quote unquote, hijacked the show. How do you feel? Do you think he hijacked the show, or we kind of started to almost talk about that just now, or do you think like I do? I'm like, dude, that's just what time it is. We've told the backstory. Now we're back to the present. What do you think? Well, I mean, that's a trick question.
I would say to those people, what if he did? Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no, Zendaya hijacked the Dune movie. Like, you know,
in 6 minutes.
You don't want more Zendaya? You don't want more Mando? What's your problem? You hate winning?
Yeah, what
the hell? You don't like money and you hate winning? I understand. I was like you. Listen to this infomercial. You too can. No, man.
I mean, dude, it was time. It was time for new characters.
It was time too. Also, there's not like a lot of like heroes in the Star Wars pantheon that you could have come through a shadowy curtain and be like, wow, wow, and be like, oh, damn, and throw popcorn in the air. Like, that's literally what I did.
Did he steal? Did he hijack the show? I don't think he hijacked the show. Did he steal the show?
Yeah.
Yes, he stole the show when that saber came out. Holy smokes, which we'll talk about that. But speaking of characters and things, answer me this. Who's your favorite character on this show? And guys out in the chat, who is your favorite character? Hit me in the comments.
I think that my favorite character's got to be Fennec Shan. With a probably honorable mention of Cobb Vanth. Cobb Vanth is a really cool character. I hope they expand on him. And I don't know if Rangers of the New Republic is ever going to get more than a head nod, but that would be pretty sweet if he was just like, you know.
Dude, Cobb Vanth gets a lot of love.
It's like Deadwood in space. What's not to like? You know? He can't cuss as much. He probably won't talk about pancakes or the accoutrements.
Well, Cobb Vanth definitely gets a lot of love.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. Timothy Olyphant doesn't miss. Best one-liner from Timothy Olyphant is in Justified, where he throws a bullet at a guy, and the guy like ducks, and he was, what the hell? And he's like, the next one's going to be coming at you a lot faster. Uh-oh. Chewie, see if you can tighten down that capacitor.
Yeah, that was a mess.
Yeah. It's all right, man.
Kind of almost what I wanted to happen there. You keep talking.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I also thought that I like Amy Sedaris's character. I think the having like a grease monkey, like I was telling Clint like offline, I'm like, man, she's like the Murdoch from the A-Team. She's the right amount of annoying, but you know, prods the story along and creates a little bit of comic relief. I think she obviously is doing like blue screen, performing, and she does that really well. And I'm an old school fan of hers all the way back from Strangers with Candy. It's amazing that such an attractive, talented woman, it's almost like Tracy Ullman. It's like they probably have her in the makeup chair for like hours to like make her look all, like she looks. But it's pretty funny.
Dude, I really shit the bed on this one here.
I think that's working.
There we go. All right.
Like Harrison Ford's mustache back in the day.
Yeah, dude. All right, there we go. Sorry, I had some light issues.
Obviously, the obvious thing would be like I like Boba Fett or Mando. I'm always gonna love Mando. I just like the cut of his jib, I guess. The Armorer, I've got a love-hate thing going on with the Armorer. And Black Chrysanthemum was an awesome surprise. Like, that's got to be, as far as a breakout character, that maybe if you didn't, check out the comics as much to know that there's another character out there as cool or maybe cooler than Chewbacca. I don't want to like, sacrilege here. But like
Chewbacca's
when he
pissed.
like had that eyebrow raised, when he gave him like the rock eyebrow.
Well, let's go through the characters. Fatal J just commented, said, "Did you guys see the leak of the 2 sequel trilogy characters? Are you kidding me right now? You can't tell me this stuff in the middle of a stream." No.
Oh dang! Why don't you break it? Break it, man. Break it on us. Break some news.
Holy smokes! This just in. My sources just reported sequel trilogy. No, I didn't hear that. That's
best
some crazy.
Described as.
Did you say asbestos?
Yeah, asbestos.
Asbestos.
It's mesotheliomid.
That sounds like Mike Zero. Yeah. Well, let's go through some of these characters. No, that's amazing. What are you, Gersa Fwip, Jennifer Beals? Does
very nuanced take on a Twilight character. I think it's super cool.
Yeah, which is Jennifer Beals. You gotta love her though. Forever.
Do.
And how old is she?
I don't know, man.
But she looks amazing. Like
yeah.
I still
and it's the neck too. Her neck hasn't got all weird with age. I'm sorry if there's any older people out there that are bummed out when I said that.
Dude, we just got it. Joe Rogan.
Yeah. He's a nexist.
In 4 Rooms, dude, she was.
Dude, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, that like ruined me for life with Jennifer Beals. I have a permanent. She can be 90 years old. And I have a crush on her. She's amazing. I loved her too. I was glad they put her in here. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a sneaky cameo to stick in there, because I heard a lot of streams and people were like, yeah, and we got this upcoming Book of Boba Fett, and they keep doing this Twilight, like they keep showing her face. Like, I guess she must be important because they keep showing her, and they're like have no idea who she is. I'm like, are you kidding me?
The only thing could have been better if she like flash danced. With this Twilight,
yes,
pinnacles.
with the flinging water.
Yeah.
Oh my
with
God.
The Twilight.
That's oh boy. That's the difference between
they probably got the behind the scenes on that.
They won.
Like they probably play that shit like they do to Marky Mark in every movie he's in. They always play the.
Well, right now somebody's like, hold my beer, and they're animating that.
Totally.
They're creating that. Yeah. That's hilarious. But that's the difference between the OG Star Wars guys and then the prequel Star Wars generation, is that the prequel Star Wars generation doesn't know who Jennifer Beals is, and there's nothing wrong with that. We got room for all the generations, but it's hilarious. I'm like, oh boy, I better put some more Just for Men in my beard. I'm showing my age here.
That's right.
All right. Well, this guy. How about this guy? This guy, I hated this character. This was my least favorite character on the show.
That's how you know he's good.
Yeah.
That's how you know the actor's really good.
Dude, this guy, and I was talking to James. James thought I was picking on him because he loves Star Trek. I'm like, you don't understand. I like Star Trek too. But I was like, dude, this guy reminds me of like a Ferengi or some kind of character. The way he was behaving, I was like his, you know what I mean?
Schmarmy.
Just the style of acting. It is very much like, feels like on a stage, like Star Trek kind of feels it's not as real to me as Star Wars. It's a little more of a TV show. You know what I mean? Does that make sense to you? I know what you mean. Yeah. It's hard to say that without. I'm not talking about like the Star Trek movies, but something about the TV shows.
It's like you'd be eating like dinner. It's like dinner theater. Like you'd be like spooling up some spaghetti and like, number 1, engage. And it's like theater in the round. It's
like you could break some of the consoles and stuff because they're like spray painted cardboard, as opposed to like
which I have in my room. I'm pretty much just like
Oh, one rhymes with Coke. Oh snap!
What?
I just got a nosebleed from Fatal J. Oh man, I'm not even gonna share this comment.
Yeah, you want to write it down for me? I'm like on pins and needles.
Look at this.
Oh.
Remember the 2 people that are in your favorite scene of that one thing?
Yeah.
Those wow. If that's real, holy crap.
They're gonna be in.
Fatal J gets an air horn for delivering the news right here.
And where are they gonna appear?
In the finale tonight, supposedly.
Oh damn.
Supposedly, and Fatal J, I don't think he would, unless he's just trolling me right now. I don't think he would give me fake news, man. Wow. That's exciting. Well, let's move on because I don't want to.
Wow, Owen Wilson.
Yeah, let's.
Owen Wilson's gonna be in the finale.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are crazy. I misplaced my lightsaber.
Wow. Wow, man. Where's my freaking jet ski?
Wow. Luke, what?
Now, how'd you feel about this?
Yes.
The
that's
Vespas.
What I was. That's why I was reserving my.
Everybody's favorite new band, the Vespas.
Yeah.
And remember this, the Vespa chase?
I understand. Well, actually.
And also, before I let you go on your Vespa rant, I also have leaked footage from season 2 of Book of Boba Fett with the Vespas right there. Yeah, this is that's the Vespa crew.
Everybody was sort of saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, dude. It was very much like Back to the Future hoverboard.
Totally, dude.
You know what I mean?
It was totally like where they dump trash on Biff. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, it stops short. They, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers thing. That was a bit like, dickish to like compare it to. But that was my least favorite thing. I understand that they would go more mod. They went like these mod, teeny, I think
Fifth
probably
Element.
Somebody thought Quadrophenia was a lot cooler than it was. You know what I mean? I mean, it was cool, and there's probably a bunch of 50-year-olds out there that like Star Wars that were like, F you, man. The Who changed my life, and so did Han Solo. But they probably should have, like, what's her name? What's the character's name with the cybernetic arm? She's one of the Vespa motorcycle crew. The Drash, Sophie Thatcher plays her, I think.
Drash, yeah.
I think she's supposed to be, a lot of people were speculating she's the same character as that Fallen Jedi with the prosthetic arm because of the way she's stylized. I've heard that on other podcasts, but I don't know, man.
I think they just took people for a ride on that one.
Yeah, I think they maybe did a bunch of composite things to move the story along, and they went with, instead of having these people look like they're in the Runaways, you know what I mean? Like Joan Jett, and like they're all on motorcycle, like Harleys. They're like, let's go a different way. Like, and one cool thing about what these guys do is they take a couple chances, and it's not all going to like land in the bullseye. And there's going to be some people out there, just like from the sequels, there's one scene in the sequels that I think is the coolest shot moment in Star Wars that's ever been shot, besides the Han going into the carbonite saying, Leia scream, saying, I love you, and him going, I know.
I'm getting nervous.
You know what I mean?
Nervous.
Yeah, like
what is it?
What?
Your favorite scene?
Oh, the Tarantino-esque Kylo Ren killing Snoke. I am the main bad guy of the and like dies in like 5 minutes, and then goes on to be like a Kill Bill, like slow-mo, like super stylized, awesome shot.
Dude, you can't celebrate anything from the sequels. We just lost 3 viewers.
Look, man, Star Wars is so cool. Even if you completely screwed it up, as long as you had somebody in a stormtrooper costume and some kind of R2-D2 noise in the background, I'm going to watch it. And I'm going to find something good about it. And I found something good about all 3 of those movies. Maybe it's not the best of the best all the time, but hey, man,
Hey, dude, I like that positivity. I back it.
Yeah. Catch me on a different day, I might like completely shit on it, but as I'm feeling right now, I feel like it's a great universe to run around in. Kind of like comic books, There's different dumb stuff from some of the, Avenger movies and stuff like that, but we basically all love the characters, so we forgive a lot. But the Vespa gang, that was kind of a low point, but they're taking a chance. I will say, Clint, the goofy Vespa slow motion, like going like 20 miles an hour chase through the city,
dude,
is actually like, they should have done it even slow. They should have made it like almost like a Benny Hill. They should have done it like a Benny Hill movie show or something, or Monty Python, where it was like ridiculous And it was kind of ridiculous, and it was a comic relief, and I enjoyed it.
Dude, what was it though? Was it a comic relief? Like
It became it. It doesn't matter. Look, Universal Soldier from Jean-Claude Van Damme was not meant to be a comedy, but I laughed most of the way through that movie and enjoyed it.
Dude, that drove me crazy. That whole scene. The other thing too is in the mod clinic where he takes Fennec Shand to the mod clinic to get her all fixed up. Everybody's like different colored hair and like
man.
and the music that they're playing, they're like boom, boom, psh, boom, psh, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Why are they playing Prodigy?
Yeah.
You know, they should have had some other form of you know what I mean, in space.
Or they could have done like real heavy like Trent Reznor background music.
Do some
not like
or some dubstep or something would even sound more space than like
totally like Skrillex like
you know. Yeah, Star Wars or I mean Transformers having intercourse.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly what I'm saying. But I watched that episode again today, and I was like, why is the Prodigy? I am the fire starter.
So that episode gets a little Babylon 5-y.
Super.
You know what I mean? And I like Babylon 5, and I love Bruce Boxleitner, but some of these characters also could be in Babylon 5, and the real sci-fi nerds know what I'm talking about, and that's some shit you forgive when the story is really good. And the story, it kind of faltered there, but I mean, it's kind of weird that Fennec Shand's like midriff is like a steampunk, you know, something you'd see at Burning Man.
Yeah.
You know, with like pistons and stuff, but I can get down with it. I'm not too like no, leave it. I want to see your handiwork.
Well, let's look at the next character. Check this out. What do you think of this guy, Black Chrysanthemum?
This guy crushed it.
BK.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to go have a Whopper just because of BK.
Dude,
you know what I mean? I want to wear my British Knights just because of BK. BK is the man.
Look at that badass The Rock eyebrow.
Yeah,
yeah.
And that was like, that's right, Boba. It's me, bitch. I'm back. Yeah.
It's pretty badass when he just pulls him out of the back of the tank too, like
Wake up,
bitch.
That was like a code red.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah, totally. That was
no.
awesome. And I like this Kerry Jones actor that they have, this dude playing him. He's like, you know, you got to give it up to these body actor dudes that like don't have a lot of dialogue, like the guy that plays Mando when, you know, Pedro Pascal isn't driving. You know, they do a badass job, you know?
Yeah, dude. I mean,
that's a whole different type of physical acting because you're having to convey stuff with your body and, you know, posture and head movement and stuff like that. And the makeup department is crushing it. They're like doing a great job, like bringing back familiar, you know, creatures that maybe only saw for 5 minutes in A New Hope, you know? Like the governor. I didn't even know that those things talked out of the side of their neck until I was like, oh, man,
whoa.
This snuffleupagus-looking version of this race is, like, pretty badass. And I'm like, whoa, he's talking out of the side of his neck. And then I went back and watched. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. I thought there was just some, like, little, like, you know, thing down here that they talked out of.
I'm getting crazy with my...
Hey, man, you look good. I wouldn't worry about it.
All right. I had to mess with my camera. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Well, what about... Dude, this is probably... This is my sleeper character. I won't say it's my favorite character because we'll make it known who my favorite character is, but this character is freaking badass. The Tusken Warrior was awesome. Like that just looks cool. Dude. And I just want that to be a Sith. You know what I mean? I want that to be a pissed off, angry Sith character. Maybe it survived. And when I say it, I mean she. Dude, I didn't even know it. I
knew it was a girl.
Yeah,
I actually
Joanna Bennett. She was a double for Captain Marvel. She's in a lot of stuff. And I'm like, she looks like she should be a lead. Why are they hiding her? And why is she I mean, I guess she got to work. You know what I mean? But she looks like a lead. She doesn't look like a backup character.
I knew it was... I guessed it was female, and I actually thought it was going to get, like, intimate with Boba Fett. I thought, like, when he, like, wins sort of in the end, I thought, uh-oh, here we go. You're about to get jumped in, son, to the gang.
We'd have to wait to see what is going on under those garments, though, because with Tusken Raiders, well, for one, they forbid any skin being exposed, but most of the Tuskens look like feline creatures.
She's all butterface.
No, like it looks like they look like a they look like a cat, like a
totally.
hairless cat, and they also cannot have they can't reproduce with normal humanoid human type creatures. But the thing about Tuskens is you don't know what's going on down there because they take foundlings, basically prisoners of war, and then like Boba Fett, where they didn't make him wrap his face up, I guess because he's the star of the show. Right. But a lot lot of times, if you get those bandages off, you don't know what species is under there, which is interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know
that. Most of the time they're normal Tusken race, you know what I mean, Tusken Raider race, but which I can't think what the race is called. But
and they're closely related to Jawas. They have a common ancestor that they evolved from.
Yeah, which is real cool. But yeah, let's this character though, I was just super cool.
Like a bamfa.
Yeah, and then goes into the train and then just starts killing everybody inside the train, and I was like, dude, this character's awesome. Yeah. And here's another character that stole the show. The Dark Saber. I gave the Dark Saber its own category as a character. What do you think? You were saying the Dark Saber's weak.
I think the Dark Saber, if it was a character, would be a real bitch face. That's a pain in the ass, right? You win this thing in combat, and it just the longer you fight with it, the more it tries to kill you. The more it tries to get you killed. It's really heavy. It's almost
so heavy.
Yeah, it's like if I just walked around swinging kettlebells all the time. You know what I mean? You have to get swole to be able to wield that thing. Apparently,
you would think eventually you'd start getting good at using them, you know?
Yeah, apparently you can probably master it like Sabine Wren did or whatever, but God,
you can't fight.
That's exhausting. I'd rather have that I'd rather have that spear that they melted down into a chainmail sock.
Dude, you can't be fighting the saber. You have to flow with the saber.
Yeah. How about you do what I say, Dark Saber? I won you in combat.
Yeah.
Don't get mouthy with me.
I wish I'd have actually put the armor in here as one of the characters because I always like her. I always want her to show up. But
yeah, dude, she's awesome.
I mean, what do you think the chances of the armor showing up to help Boba Fett and Din are?
Yeah, maybe so. I want to know.
I say 0%, but what do you think?
Well, I mean, so I've heard also another podcast that she might be the assistant that was the Mandalorian that was helping, basically the right hand of Darth Maul.
Oh yeah,
and that's why she wears that helmet with the spikes on it like that. But somebody that is more versed in Mandalorian and Mandalore, the lore of Mandalorians, maybe you can chime in and school me a little bit and let me know why they might have those spikes on their helmet. You know, I think it really sucked too that they just kind of there's only 2 of them left and they totally kicked Din Djarin out. I'm you guys are really bad, you know, a really bad friends, you know?
Yeah, he showed his face, dude. You don't show the face. You ever, dude, I don't mean to, I have friends that have been
Is this an intervention for me, Clint?
I'm trying to think of,
Is it you and the 2 people in chat and you're setting me down? You're about to.
No. I was about to talk about certain religions.
Oh, yeah.
Where they will just out you. You know, I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to out the person, but I have a friend, and yeah, it's to me, I always had a super loving family. It was always super supportive. I have friends that their families completely turn their backs on them because of religion, which is crazy to get disowned for religion. Is just nuts. But Yeah, so this is the same kind of thing. They're like, dude. So now he's got to take his ass to Mandalore and get underneath the mines, and drill his way down, and then and bathe in the waters of the of Mandalore.
The spice must flow.
That's right. Well, how about these two? What did you think of these two showing up? And what did you think of Luke? And how crazy was that?
I told you offline, I was like, I wish they wouldn't have shown so much more of Luke. Because, I mean, I know it's cool, and you're like, it's part, he's a character of the show, but I just thought it was like more Muppets jumping around, and I thought we kind of got away from that with Star Wars. And I was like a lot happier with that, like less Muppets. I'll watch Fraggle Rock if I want Muppets, like, dancing around and stuff. And then the Luke effect was much better. But again, I'm like, he's like, choose between, spoiler alert, he's like, choose between, me, you just barely met me, or the guy that saved you from, being melted down into, like, gene splicing.
Yeah.
Hey, the Jedi, can we just agree that Jedi kind of suck?
Yeah, Jedi are weak. Like
the Jedi suck.
Jedi get scared of turning to the dark side, and it makes them do rash.
Fear leads to the dark side. Run away, I will, to a planet where there's so much life you won't be able to see me, you will.
Yeah, it's like, but everything, they're like, oh, this thing is powerful. I'm scared of it now. Yeah. Be careful. Kill it.
Suppress it.
Yeah, they're constantly doing that, and it's I don't know. Yeah, you and I have had plenty of conversations about that.
And I don't want to bum you guys out because I love, I'm stoked for Obi-Wan, and I got mixed feelings about Obi-Wan. I think he's Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yeah,
he needs to be watched at all times.
Do you have mixed feelings about Cobb Vanth steal your girl?
No way, man. He's like he tells it like it is. He's like the Han Solo of this. You know what I mean? The reluctant hero.
He's like the love child of Han Solo and Randy Travis.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Damn, that's good. Timothy Olyphant, though, I mean, he's pretty dreamy as far as, like, dude crushes go. From Justified to Deadwood to, like, his other little things or whatever. Yeah,
I dig Timothy Olyphant. I think I really love that he's best friends with Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They
like
go
all
out,
their banter is like really great.
It's great. I love that they are good friends. I think that's super cool. I thought it was super cool. He goes and he sees the spice runners out in the desert, and he's like, he shot one of them. He shot two people at the same time with one shot.
Yeah,
he killed 3 guys with 2 shots. I thought that was super...
Deadwood in space.
Yeah,
bro.
and then he goes back, and Mandalorian starts trying to, or Din Djarin starts trying to get his help, and he finally realizes, oh, he's not just trying to like get me to do this. He needs this as a favor, and this is more than, I know we're even, but now he needs a favor, so I'm gonna.
That's right.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to help him out. So he starts trying to figure out how to do that, and then I see my favorite thing that I've seen in a long time, and that's this.
Yeah.
Yes, Cad Bane. Then I see this, and I'm like, come on, let's see it. Let's see it. And then we see this, and I'm like, God dang, look at those teeth.
Yeah, man. Can you believe some people complained about this
I know.
online?
And then
what the hell do they want?
I know. And then we see that, and then we see that, and they get him in the shoulder.
Yeah.
The only good thing about that is that they got the deputy. Thank God they shot that deputy. That deputy was terrible.
He's a little bit of a pain in the ass. He's like one of the deputies on like Tombstone or something.
Totally.
Like yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of that guy that Kurt Russell slaps and sends him off.
Go ahead, skin that smoke wagon.
That's what it reminds- that dude annoyed the crap, which that means that the actor did a fantastic job because I was like, dude.
I think that guy that he bitch slapped and sent on was Billy Bob Thornton, by the way.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
That is exactly who it was. That's hilarious.
Dude, for any Stephen King fans out there, why didn't they cast Timothy Olyphant as Roland Deschain? That's like, he could probably do it. Maybe he's like a little bit too smiley, but I bet he could do it, man.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Roland from the Dark Tower.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, Idris Elba did a really good job of playing him actually in the movie. And there's a lot of people who were like, oh, you know, change the, you know, character's race or whatever to fit it. But Stephen King's like universe exists in many different universes, and there's many different like fractionized like characters, and there's actually a character very similar to exactly how Idris Elba played that part. That is like was in Eyes of the Dragon, the one of the offshoots.
Idris Elba's badass.
He's super badass, and the way he loads those guns in that, Idris Elba, like, I mean, you know, that would be like on my wish list to get into the
I want him to
Star
play
Wars universe.
I want him to do Bond, but I know
he'd be the best.
Yeah, he's too old, but I like.
You think
dude,
he's too old?
He's practically Daniel Craig's age, and the point is to get a guy that could play it for 3 or 4 movies.
I mean, I guess
that's normally. But I would like them to let him do at least just do one movie, and because otherwise, by the time they get around to the second or third movie, he's going to be like 60-something years old. So it's a little
what
bit.
If
much.
he was like too? They like, let me guess, you want a martini, shake it, not shake. No, stir that bitch up. You know what I mean? Like completely like turn it on its head. Yeah.
Well, who knows, man? With a little Just for Men, dude, that guy might look like he's 32. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, he's good. Like,
look, I mean, look, check that out.
Just kidding. What was that? Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, I've seen it.
He was the bad guy in Hobbs and Shaw. He was awesome.
Oh, I can't even remember that, dude.
He was like the Superman guy. He'd almost got like super serum or something like that, kind of ish.
I can't even remember.
It's dope.
I think I might have seen that one at the Alamo Draft House, which means there was some beers involved when I saw that one.
I'm telling you, Idris Elba in the Star Wars universe would be awesome.
That would be a really good name for a band, Idris Elba in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah,
fucking awesome.
If you could throw a prepositional phrase in there, that would be awesome.
Here we go. Who do you hope to see in tonight's episode?
I want to see other of the old school Dirty Dozen or Dirty Half Dozen bounty hunters. I want to see what's his name? Bosk, yeah. I want to see Dungar rather. I think he was like a Han Solo and Dungar have like I think they raced against each other at some point when Han Solo was younger, and Dungar I think was the guy that's all wrapped up, like looks like the Mummy with armor on. He's got like bandages all over him.
Mm-hmm.
That guy. He's supposedly like in the Legends. I think he was like kind of a mentor of Boba Fett, like a young Boba Fett. I think I have that right. But anyway, he would be super cool. They've already showed in Mandalorian the really cool hunter-killer droid. And
you know who else kind of mentored Boba Fett a little bit? Is Cad Bane.
Yeah.
A little.
I'm interested to see what direction they go with that. I'm cool with whatever.
Dude,
he's such a cool character. And like you were saying on, what is it, Rebels?
Oh, he's in Rebels and he's in Clone Wars too.
Oh, Clone Wars is the one where it's like he's crazy in it, where he's like, he actually has a lightsaber at one point, and he like gets away from the Jedi a bunch of times.
He gets away from the Jedi all the time. He's I don't remember him with a lightsaber, but he's not scared of Jedi. And what's incredible about him, the reason he's got those breathing tubes is not to help him breathe because he's worried about breathing issues or to breathe in space or breathe. It's because he doesn't want a Jedi to be able to force choke him. So he's like, bam, I got breathing tubes. Right. So you force choke him, it doesn't affect him, which is awesome. He's a super awesome character. But yeah, he's been hired by Jabba the Hutt to rescue his like little nephew. He's been hired by the Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
He's been like all kinds of people to
Palps.
go into the Jedi
Palps.
Temple. He's gotten Palps. He's gotten captured on purpose before, arrested on purpose to break people out. All kinds of crazy stuff. That dude is always in the middle of whatever the worst stuff happening is.
I guess I'd like to see Han Solo for a hot minute. If you did Luke Skywalker,
well, I'm going to tell you who I want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing Bo-Katan because I love Starbuck.
Yeah.
Yes. Love me some
I
Starbuck.
wish I knew her name on Longmire. I forgot.
I don't know her name on Longmire.
Dope in Longmire.
And then Katie Sackhoff is her name in real life Mire.
Cute as a peach. Smart as a whip.
And then we got Sabine Wren. I would like to see her. She's been cast by Natasha Di Bordizzo. Yeah, you see there, Sabine.
Dude.
See, Natasha, Sabine. Oh yeah. And then who I'd really like to see, also,
dude, you really that's a murderer's row of characters. That's pretty cool.
I know, and if you're gonna see them, you're gonna have to see Ezra Miller. Do
you think they're going to do that reveal?
I don't know, because if they do Ezra Miller, we might get my favorite, who is Thrawn.
Well, I wasn't going to steal your thunder
but if we get Thrawn, all bets are off, dude.
Dude, this is your theory that this particular series is the glue to glue all other series together?
I think because I think they're just gluing everything.
And that's a great take, man.
Yeah, I don't think necessarily just this. I think everything they do is going to be glue. And I heard somebody else talking about this, but I think it's now that anything they do, it's like okay, it's like Marvel shows and stuff.
The Arrowverse.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I think that's what they're going to. Which brings me to another one that I would like to see. And that is the Bad Batch.
Now, damn!
You just had Sabine Wren.
Oh, damn! With Omega.
Yeah, Omega. Can you imagine? You just had Sabine Wren helping them out, and then not Sabine Wren, but Fennec Shand just helped them in the Bad Batch. So
and what if they were all Tamura Morrison, just with aged makeup, completely yeah. I was just playing all the characters.
Yeah, so you get the Bad Batch shows up. Yeah, we need some muscle.
It would be like that Michael Keaton movie, Multiplicity.
Exactly. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
I think that would be super cool. I think it would get too complicated with Omega and him having to explain backstory. You're my sister, this. It would get a little bit weird. Also, you've got Cad Bane and Omega have history, and so does Boba Fett.
With
so it
Fennec
turns into
Shand,
a Fennec Shand. It's all it all would come together. I think the avenue that more so what they're going to take is, and I've been saying this before, but for one, I think at some point, what's his name? Timothy Oliphant's character, Cobb Vanth, is going to say, he tried to kill me at some point. He's going to show up with a sling. He didn't die. He got hit in the shoulder.
Yeah.
He's going to show up with a pistol in one hand and a sling in the other. And he's going to be like, yeah, that's the guy that tried to kill me. And either Fennec Shand or Boba is going to say, he didn't try to kill you or you'd be dead.
Totally.
If he wanted you dead, you'd be dead or whatever.
Yeah, totally.
Somebody's going to say some variation of that statement. I guarantee it, because that's.
And then Timothy Oliphant found Mando's rifle and he just shoots Cad Bane and he just disintegrates. Be like, well, that's the end of that. I'm the one that tells people.
Yeah. I also have a theory that and I still don't know about this, but I was thinking.
Don't get cocky now.
I don't know. What if Boba Fett ends up? Also, we're gonna have Cad Bane might say something like, "You better watch out, or I'll put another dent in your helmet."
Yeah,
just to let everybody know that I'm the one that put the first dent in your helmet. That would be good. And also, I wonder if Boba Fett's going to end up saving the day and sacrificing himself and getting killed, and he's gonna pass the torch of the ruler to Fennec Shand, and because I can't remember the language he used, but it was something like equal partners or you have a vested interest or whatever, he's going to be like, hey, and he's going to pass the torch to Fennec Shand. I don't know that that's going to happen, but I was thinking that could be a very poetic thing because it's a good callback to where they join forces, you know. Another thing that's interesting that a lot of people have mentioned and that completely blew my mind was that Cad Bane said, "You should have kept that armor." You know what that means? That means he knew that he had the armor. He knew that Boba Fett ended up with the armor. He knew that Din Djarin was there. All of those things he knew. That means he's been surveying everything this whole time.
Yeah.
What that also means is I think it's episode 3 or 4. Oh, did I even... Man, I think I forgot to shoot that up there. Well, we're going to do a quick...
Yeah, just hold up your phone and be like, I got my cell phone.
Yeah, Fennec Shand said something that was interesting. How do I not have that? Oh, man.
I don't know.
What a bummer. I made a cool thing, and it looks like it's not here. Yeah, Fennec Shand said that what a biker gang killed a bunch of like.
Right.
That's weird. So what I'm pretty sure that means is that Cad Bane killed all of the Tuskens. Is the bottom line. I don't think the biker gang did. Cad Bane did it because he was around. And what that means is that Boba Fett, who's trying to be a good guy now, thought that the biker gang did it. And then he went out and slaughtered a biker gang who were a bunch of douchebags anyway. They needed killing.
Texas.
But he'd be like, wait a minute, you killed my friends and you tricked me into killing a bunch of people? And I'm pretty sure that's what happened. You know, for those who didn't get that, when he said you should have kept your armor, that means he's been there the whole time and he killed the Tuskens. That's crazy. What? Yes, sir. Well, let's move on here. Here's another one that I would like to see. I'd like to see the Millennium Falcon. And if we're going to see Millennium Falcon, we might as well see some Han Solo.
Maybe I jumped the gun on that one.
And if we see Han Solo, we better get some... Which I didn't put Chewie in there, but I think you're right, dude. Black Chrysanthemum and Chewbacca rolling around into the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, man.
2 Wookiees enter, 1 Wookiee leaves.
Yeah, duking it out.
Yes, sir.
Also, we haven't seen that, cruiser class ship that
which one?
The one that they took from Moff Gideon.
Oh yeah. Well, that's Thrawn, dude.
That should cut. That's not Thrawn. They've got the Moff Gideon ship. They ought to roll up to the spice, to the what are they called? The people running the spice?
The Pikes.
The Pikes, and just like light them up like Master and Command style.
Dude, I think that they're gonna
light them up.
I want Thrawn, but now if these rumors that I'm hearing are true,
dude, they can't like bring in what he said because that would like steal Thrawn's thunder.
No, they could. They totally could because that would just mean that
Thrawn would have sensed that guy's weak and cut him, and
they could totally do that because that just means that they just push Thrawn later, and this is an explanation for why them being after Grogu in the first place. They want to use him to.
That's what I always thought.
Yeah, if they want to use him to make like clone
a vessel.
Exactly. Force sensitive, super force sensitive vessel. I'm so obsessive.
Force sensitive Twi'leks that dance to flash dance music.
I'm so obsessive that I have to throw this on the screen. Maybe. All right. I guess not. This just went off the rails.
What was it? I don't think we're off the rails. You need a good lull in the conversation.
I guess so. Where's my... Wow.
Wow. Luke Wilson would be awesome. I guess they can't, like, they've overworked that guy, but... Owen Wilson, rather, I mean. Luke Wilson would be great, too. Like a super anxiety-prone, like, Jedi. It's just like, man, I just don't know. I mean, I've got so many feelings. It's not right to feel. Jedi aren't supposed to feel.
Wow.
I know you're just getting lost in my eyes, but...
Oh, boy. Yes, sir. Well, I'm excited, dude. It's not too much longer till the big one. We don't have very many viewers today. Oh, well, they can't all be winners. You know what? Well,
yeah, we'll chalk that up to me.
No way, dude.
They saw my name and they went running.
I'm going to do this one more time. The universe doesn't want me to put this graphic up on the screen.
To our viewers out there, what animated character would you like to see live action that we haven't seen yet?
Yes.
I wouldn't mind getting a Sid. That would be cool. Why can't she pop up somewhere as like an underboss or something?
Well, there's another Kira is from Solo. A lot of people think that we're gonna have the Crimson Dawn.
I thought that I thought Jennifer Beals' character was gonna have some Crimson Dawn like tie-in. You know what I mean? I thought
this is what I was saying. Speeder, that's what Fennec Shan said.
Right.
She's like highly unlikely, and that's when I realized, oh, that means that
they
Cad
did it.
Bane probably did that.
Yeah, they did it like the stormtroopers did to frame the Tusken Raiders for Luke's family getting aced. Yeah, man. Same thing. That's what Cad Bane. He pulled a episode 4.
Yeah, dude.
Boom. Booyah. Worked pretty good the first time.
Oh, boy. What do you guys think at home? We got 3 viewers. I think we have a Sil, Fatal J, and M. Ryder are our 3 viewers right now that are watching.
What series that we haven't seen yet are you the most excited about seeing? I think for me it's Kenobi. I just want to see like a brooding young Darth Vader.
I think Kenobi's gonna be badass. I think Cassian Andor is gonna be super cool.
Dude, I think
if they've already approved season 2, there's 12 episodes per season.
I think
that's 24 episodes.
Yeah, I think the sleeper is Andor because Andor has the possibility of making it's like what we like about Star Trek Deep Space Nine and Babylon 5. Yeah, how you like that? If you didn't like me, if you didn't hate me before, nah, give you a reason. I'm also a Trekker. Boom, I snuck in the back door. But it's what we like about those series is like the whole show is almost a character. You know what I mean? I hope they make it like Cloak and Dagger, and you don't know, whose side is on who. Like Deep Space Nine and Babylon 5 are kind of like that.
Well, Rogue One was like that, and it was all about what was going on in the shadows. That was pretty fun. It was that's my favorite Disney Star Wars movie.
Yeah, me too.
That they've made.
We've talked about it.
Yeah, that's my favorite by far.
Perfect.
Yeah,
it's like a perfect start to finish standalone thing. I also think it'd be really funny because the actor's really good to have a bunch of cameos all the time of like the old characters, but only like just for a second in and out, like where it's like, he bumps into, who could he bump into? Like, Mace Windu or something like that. But it's just like a, like, who the hell's that guy? What's his problem?
Man, how about Mace Windu? Do you think Grogu and Luke are going to show up for the big battle at the OK Corral?
I hope not.
I think
it's just going to like, it might get like Infinity War, like the end of the thing. You know what I mean? I don't
On your
I
left.
don't want to see that. Yeah.
Do you think maybe Grogu's going to choose the chainmail, and Luke's going to go, okay, I'm going to drop you back off at your dad's house and like take him back to Tatooine, and then there'll be a bunch of stuff going down, or maybe it's or he gets there right before, and then.
That could be where that other cameo is.
Then the shit goes down. Then it goes down, and then all of a sudden, like flashbacks because of violence kick in, and Grogu's dark side starts coming out.
All of a sudden, starts doing those flips like Yoda.
Well, he force choked Gina Carano. How the hell do you know how to do that? I mean, the UFC people can't even force choke Gina Carano, and
the student of Mace Windu who liked to force choke everybody.
Yes, that's another thing. And then Samuel Jackson shows up, Mace Windu shows up, and he'll be like, "I told you to wait in the
right.
Yeah, and like, yeah, I'm down for that.
The lightsaber with bad motherfucker written on it.
People have been wanting Mace Windu to show up. I hope Danny Trejo pops in like Machete and goes and wrecks shop, and then I'd like to see Omega show up and be like and riding that Rancor and be like Moochie. It turns out to be Moochie.
Totally.
Moochie's
cool
from the show. Moochie. Yeah, there's so many possibilities. It's hard to figure out what the hell's going to happen.
I hope it's none of what we say.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Like, man.
Either way, man, they've done hats off to them. They've done a really good job.
I'm pretty sure though it's going to go back to Baby Yoda ending up in harm's way again. That's what it's going to end up doing.
To set up Mando 3.
Yeah. That's pretty much what's
All
going to
right.
happen. Somebody's going to kidnap either he's going to turn to the dark side.
I mean, you know me, I'm Mr. Gloom and doom. I hope he does turn
wearing
to the
Mandalorian.
dark side.
What if he turns his like baby that's like force choking
what if
people?
He grabs the Dark Saber and he can use it.
That would be super sick. And then kills everyone. I really don't want Cad Bane to die, but if it happens, man. As long as it's done well.
Yeah, he's old, man.
Yeah, he's super old.
Was it Star Wars theory was like breaking it down, probably how old he is, and that race doesn't live all that long anyway, so he's like pretty old.
Yeah, he's got to be close to 100 years old. He's an old man.
I think Star Wars theory was like he's like 83 years old or something, which is how old like probably Danny Trejo is or something. So he's still wrecking shop. So I don't think he has a problem.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. Whatever happens, we're gonna enjoy it. So
who's directing the last episode? Do you know?
That's Robert Rodriguez.
Okay,
that is.
It's going to be action.
That's the deal. I think they were toning him down for those first episodes, or like development episodes where you're like building the foundation for the show and where it's going to go.
Yeah.
And I think they should have let other people do those and let not Danny Trejo, but Robert Rodriguez come in on the finale stuff, because he's all about action. You know what I mean? Action movies. Those setup shows, like the one with the Vespas, it reminded me of like We Could Be Heroes, that kid show, that superhero show on Netflix that he did.
Yeah,
he did a bunch of like he does Spy Kids and a bunch of kid stuff.
Definitely some Spy Kids shit.
It's even the timing and delivery and stuff is real campy, like a kid's show. And granted, this is a 44-year-old man saying, "Hey, why isn't Star Wars more grown up?" Like, it is a kid's show, but still, man, I think the delivery on those was kind of campy, and I'm not the one who complains that much, like a lot of people, but there was a lot of like rustling around to try to catch the little droid, and like I thought he was gonna get bonked in the head and go, bang, you know what I mean, like boo. I thought there was gonna be some weird campy things going on that just didn't fit in, and I don't know. Anyway, when I heard he was directing the last one, it made me nervous, and it also made me excited because he directed my favorite Mandalorian episode when Boba Fett showed up in the first place. So, if I'm right and Boba rides off into the dead sunset, how poetic that Robert Rodriguez got to send him off.
I hope not, man. I hope that he lives, he just lives out his life, like at the end of Conan, He's like on the throne with all the skulls around him.
Yeah.
I hope he just stays on Tatooine, and it would be a cool thing to go back to every now and then.
Well, people like, I think he would be okay to die, but like for himself.
Yeah.
Because of all the terrible things that he's done.
Maybe.
Because I think like people that are like, dude, why is he such a puss now? You know, why is he? They were calling him Beta Fett.
Oh man,
you know, and stuff,
on.
and it's because he bumbled around a lot and didn't know how to be a gangster. Well, he doesn't know how to be. He doesn't know how to not kill and hurt people, and so he's bumbling around and not on 100%. And he's trying to figure out how to do this a nice way because he had the lizard in his nose. He had some.
Have people ever seen Boba Fett in a movie before? He pretty much gets like, bonked on the back and jets himself into the, the Sarlacc pit. He's no like super badass fighter or anything from the previous movies.
But he had a psilocybin experience and went out and found his stick and decided he wants to be a better person. He found his tribe. And now, I was saying this the other day, he's trying real hard to be the shepherd.
That's right.
That's what he's trying, real hard to be the shepherd. And I also was saying that I think this is like The Unforgiven. And,
yeah, you're right.
And somebody's about to stand Morgan Freeman up in the doorway, and he's about to go back to his old ways.
That person is Cad Bane.
Yes, and he's about to go back to his old ways. And I
screamed like those Tuscans screamed when I shot him down. Boba Fett.
Exactly, and he's gonna go ham on him. And I also they were basically like, man, he wouldn't act like that. Why is he blah blah? I'm like, dude, he's older. He's older, Boba Fett. He's figured out that there's another way, and all he's done is be a murderer and do it for money and hurt people, and he's been hurting himself because he grew up with his dad getting killed in front of him when he was a kid. He finally found a family, and now he's trying to do the right thing, and so there you go. It's like, and he doesn't know how to do that. So he's trying to figure it out. He's trying to do it without hurting people instead of like controlling a bunch of mobsters. Yeah, if you go in and kill everybody and say, if you mess with me, I'll kill you. Of course you could go in and take control, but he's trying to do it the nice way.
He already said that you can't take control that way. He already said that the people that hired us were smarter than them.
Yeah.
All they ever did was kill. We're smarter than them. It's time to take our shot. That's a direct quote.
Yep.
It's time to take our shot. So having some kind of diplomacy like Tony Soprano style, Also, my question to the people that would say Boba Fett wouldn't act like that, how the fuck would you know? He had like 5 minutes total in all the movies, maybe not even 5 minutes. What's the screen, time on Boba Fett?
Yeah.
Maybe
it's not much.
Maybe he fucking is like that. Maybe he's always like that. Maybe when he's not like having Darth Vader being like, you shut the hell up.
No disintegrations.
You know what I mean? Maybe he talks like, maybe he's like, meh, 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 meh. It would be like, I wish this Boba Fett guy would shut the hell up. He talks too much.
Well, people also say, in the comics and things like that, all of those adventures and stuff. But I think
they're the same people that cried about the VFX of Luke Skywalker at the end of Mandalorian season 2.
That's
like, what the hell do you want on television, man?
Well, I was saying too, though, after he found his new family and his friends and stuff, that like I feel like after he got them killed, I was comparing it to Tony Leung in Shang-Chi. Where he's trying to be a good guy now because he found love and he's got a family, and then his past comes back.
Yeah.
As soon as he teaches them how to jump the train and ride speeders and take over a train and all that, his past brought trouble and he got everybody killed, just like Tony Leung. And I feel like
it's like Dances with Wolves.
Yeah, I feel like after that though, I think that even though he wants to be good, I think there's a burden of responsibility. It's say, you know what? There's all these people that are getting hurt by these spice people. Now I'm all alone again. Yeah. And even though I want to be a better person and I'm regretful of the things I've done in my past, I'm the only one who's tough enough to figure this out and do this. And if I die doing it, so be it. And I think that's why he's doing what he's doing. So I think that's my idea of what his motivations are.
I hope
but what
it
do I
does
know?
Go down like Unforgiven.
Yeah.
I got a bad feeling, though, it's going to go down like the end of Infinity War. Everybody's like, pew, 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 pew. Yeah, woo! It's everything we wanted, sort of.
And if that's the case, and he does end up getting killed and passes the torch on to Cobb Vanth, hey, take my armor back. Ooh, how would that be?
Yeah.
If he gave Cobb Vanth his armor back and he dies and gives him his armor?
Yeah.
I don't think that'll happen because Din Djarin would have to take the armor back.
I just want to see him on a throne like the end of Conan. And it's just like, it's maybe Ming-Na Wen like narrating it. He lived for another 100 years and was like ruled the sands and blah, 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 blah. And it just like rolls and it's like, the music.
Yeah.
Cool soundtrack too. I didn't know how they were going to be like.
And then
I didn't know how it was going to be different from The Mandalorian, like,
There's humans singing.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. But they also sort of sound like the dwarfs from, from Middle Earth. You know what I mean? From like Lord of the Rings.
I was like, careful, dude. Peter Dinklage might take you out, bro. You better watch where you're going with this.
I'm down with the Dinklage.
Don't get.
I got
I am
linkage
too.
to the Dinklage.
I was like, whoa, where are you going with this, dude? Don't get me Roganed. You need to go back to your real estate and leave me here in the outer rim alone.
I'm bald. I'm changing my name to Joe Rogan.
Dude, where'd you go?
Hey, look at me. I'm just a little guy.
Just like in Beetlejuice.
Like, no, put me down. It's like you're Lando now, and I'm that little little dude.
No, you're Grogu. You're Grogu.
Yeah.
Where's my helmet?
Yeah. Nerd. Oh man, it feels just like David Letterman.
Oh, now you're.
I was like lower than you for a minute.
Ah!
Hello.
All right, yeah, you're back.
My wife was watching this, and I think she said, like, I'm going to watch a live video of an elephant giving birth.
Of an elf?
Of an elephant giving birth rather than watch you.
Nice.
Talking about me? Yeah. I'm a charmer. That's my gift.
Hey, one of our viewers is a Russian bot, if anybody's wondering.
Is it?
Yeah, check this out.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, Russian bots. All right. Well,
Ukrainians like, don't invade me, bro.
Well, guys, let us know what you think. How did you, even if you catch this later and you've already seen, and you get to see the final episode of Book of Boba Fett, let us know what you think of this show, because this is a wrap. That's right.
Nice.
Let us know what you think in the comments. This is, yeah. What did you guys think of the show? I'm going to be covering all the Star Wars shows and doing shows like this every once in a while. Anytime there's something big happening. So I'm excited for all the things that are coming. I feel really good about the Star Wars universe right now. I think they've been like slowly organizing, watching what Marvel's been doing, and said, okay, time to take over. Now they got a whole bunch of shows. Eventually we'll get some movies. But right now, let's just celebrate these shows. And
the writing is so good.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
Direction is so good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, so once they make Dallas Bryce Howard the new Kathleen Kennedy, they're gonna go ahead.
I was gonna say something about that, but
everybody lost their mind. They're like, dude, this episode was so good.
Yeah.
She should be the new Filoni. She should be the new Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
She should be dude. And I went off on a rant. She should be Bob Chapek. She should be in charge of Disney.
Yeah. What's wrong with having the Beatles? What's wrong with having 3, 4, 5, 6 people that are phenomenal, and you put them together and have them collaborate? It doesn't need to be like a boss lady or a boss dude or something like that. Let them all, let everybody collaborate, I think that's what's great about this Filoni-verse with Favreau is the collaboration is what has made it so good. And who knows, maybe that's what might have even improved. And it has improved George Lucas. He used to bounce stuff off Steven Spielberg, and they used to collaborate like that. That's what really has caused the magic in this, and all the
Well, that's Filoni and Lucas had a really good relationship.
Yeah,
He worked for him, and
totally.
I mean, he was more in the mentor seat for sure. But they had a really good relationship working together, and I think that's super cool that you had Filoni, who spent so much time with Lucas. Because instead of just bringing in a bunch of phenomenal filmmakers to do this, having somebody that did spend
continuity,
years,
the vision,
but working like him, you know what I mean? I think that's cool. So, well, anyway, guys, we're gonna go. Dustin and I are gonna hang out for a little bit and off the air. So, so yeah, there you go. So, guys, you can hit me on social media. Find us on social media, Twitter, the OG Clint Baker, on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. You can find me everywhere. So, Dustin's social media is secret. So, yeah. So there you go. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And there you go.
And the Force will be with you always.
Hello there. Always. All right, dude. I didn't do that on purpose. That was an accident. Ooh, that was an accident. Yeah. All right, man. We're out of here. Thank you guys for watching, if you did. And if you didn't, well, we'll see you on the other side.
Yeah.